Hello everyone, welcome to Toyeen Talks. Welcome. I hope you all are doing well, and today's video is good. So let's get right into it. And thank you for all my subscribers. And if you are new here, thank you. And don't forget to hit on that subscribe button so that you will not miss out on our future videos. Thank you. And please, no derogatory comments. Thank you. Till I'll see you in my next video. Stay safe, stay blessed. I love you. Bye.
Nobody is doing anybody favor here. Oh yeah, Laji.
I never can say how many times I've gone to borrow money
Again,
to
borrow
finance
money
my
again.
band's trip.
Finance your band trip. No. You were not financing your band trip. To improve your business, to make more money. You were doing it to make more money. To put your name on international pedestal. That was what you were doing. You were not doing anything to finance your boys.
My old-time friend, childhood friend, will be the one that will invite Omo. Wasiu, London is okay. We can arrange something. We have some people around in here. Let's go. And we will go. I'll contribute money. My other friends will contribute money. We'll make a journey. I was in Canada 1 year, Balaji. Make arrangement to go from London to Canada. There's this
What are friends for in here?
The promoter that arranged our trip to London. Towards the end of the trip, there is a disagreement of money you want to pay me so that I can have something to do. And he's giving excuses, and it becomes sour. But I just said, don't worry. I can arrange for you to come to Canada. He arranged. We got a lawyer. We got visa from London to Canada. We got to Canada. The Demola Ayefoso says, don't worry. Now that you are in Canada, me too, I can arrange for you to come to America. So, and we crossed to America. So luckily...
Demola Ayefoso, congratulations. Mo kí oku ewu ọmọ tuntun. Whatever táwọn Demola bá ṣe, Basia ṣe, wọ́n ṣe títorí wípé o máa ń kí wọn. You are putting them in spotlights. Wọ́n ò bẹ ṣiṣẹ́. But wọ́n ṣe wípé táwọn bá dé ojú agbo káwọn pé mẹ́wàá wà recognize àwọn before anybody. So wọ́n ṣe for their own sake. But àwọn people yìí atapata dìde wọ́n wá ṣiṣẹ́ ni. So ò lè fi wọ́n sí same pedestal. Wọ́n ò sí lẹ́gbẹ̀ẹ́ ara wọn.
Man goes with me to London, from London to Canada, from Canada to America. Now when we get to America, it's then when my boys that I connection together. They now
me love and like. Me love and like
they will threaten you to say we will run away, so that you'll be begging them. Mine is not the first time. A whole band that travel with Shina Peters, my friend, they eloped when they get abroad.
Wọ́n ṣe elope nìyẹn. Wọ́n ṣe elope nìyẹn kò sẹ́ni tí ò mọ̀ yẹn.
But one thing I want to tell you is, let me use
God bless you, Adejuwon. Alhaji ẹni sùúrù. God bless you, Adejuwon. Somebody said, is this even a supposed interview on Wasiu? It was the only one talking. Exactly the point I was trying to make. Tí àwọn followers àtàwọn fans or whoever they are, don't let me were one-sided because they are not logical in their reasoning. They are sentimental. Mo ní ṣe interview leleyi àbí story. There was supposed to be questions. There were accusations, there were allegations. Where is the person that is asking the questions, throwing out the allegations back to his face? And this is what this guy said about you. What have you got to say about it? Thank you very much, Adejuwon. Gbogbo wa kọ́ la máa sùn. I am a lover of his song. I love his song. Kò sẹ́ni tí ó mọ̀ yẹn. Ẹni tó bá ń follow mi, wọ́n mọ̀ pé orin Wasiu mi ò lè má kọ. Everybody knows that. But when it comes to logical, we have to ask questions. Ẹ má jẹ́ ká máa wà biased because we love somebody. Who are the people that are asking, who is the person asking him question? Somebody did an interview on this issue. Where is that guy? If there is anybody that should do any interview, it should be that guy. That kí lorúkọ bọ̀bọ́ yẹn? That guy that did interview for Kunle, is he Agbaletu or something? Mo ti gbàgbé orúkọ ẹ̀ ńsìn. That should be the guy tó yẹ kó carry out interview yìí. This is just a story. Ẹ wo almost 45 minutes starting gbọ́ kíní. Starting gbọ́. It has been one story of how we became somebody, how we did this, how we went to school, how we ṣe kíní kan, how táwọn ọmọ wọn fi ń kọrin, báwọn ọmọ wọn náà ṣe ti popular, táwọn ọmọ wọn náà ti ń kọrin. Is that the question at hand?
He won't dare be with me for over 40 something years.
Ní Olúpẹ̀rí.
And I will not be treating him nice. I will still remain there. It's not possible.
Ó possible, Alhaji.
From
Bùkátà máa ń jẹ́ kẹ́lòmí jókòó síbi tí ó yẹ
the
kó
agreement
jókòó
between
sí.
me and my group is 60-40.
Was it written?
60-40 from inception. 40 to them, they are very minute. Maybe about 9 of them.
Okay.
So they are just 9.
Ew. Ẹ má bínú, mo ní láti máa.
When they're becoming larger, they cut to 14, 15. I see that they are more than 9. So there should be adjustment of money condition. And we said, okay, 50-50. Which is fair enough. I'll be the one that will do the singing. I'll be the one that will do this. I'll be the one that will solicit for show. I'll be the one. Maybe I did one show.
Alhaji. Ẹ sọ̀rọ̀ ńsìn. You said you will be the one to sing for show. You will be the one to solicit for show. You will be the one to canvas. Ẹ̀yin lẹ fẹ́ ṣiṣẹ́ yẹn. You are supposed to have a manager. Kí ni iṣẹ́ manager yín? Manager yín ló yẹ kó máa solicit fún show number 1. Then ẹ̀yin náà lè solicit fún show. Then pé ẹ̀yin lẹ ń kọrin. Iṣẹ́ tí wọ́n ní kó lùlù lásán ni now. Ṣé àwọn nìkan tí wá bá yín kọrin ní Alhaji? Ẹ̀yin kò sọ láti bẹ̀rẹ̀. Ẹlẹ́yin lẹ ní band yín. Ẹlẹ́yin lẹ ní dreams yín. Ẹlẹ́yin lẹ ní aspirations yín. They are just your band boys. Ta ló ń gba lájà amount tẹ́ fẹ́ kó wá bá yín ṣiṣẹ́ tí yín mọ́ṣẹ́? Ṣé kíní ni kó wá kọrin ni? Kí ló lóhùn jẹ́? Àyàngalú ló ìlú family Àyàngalú ló ti jáde. Family onílù ló ti jáde kò mórin kọ. Ká lùlù ní tiẹ̀. Òun ló fi jẹ́ wípé ẹ lè let's go for a long time. Tẹ́ mọ̀ pé ó ń hùwà burúkú tó ń lọ tó ń bọ̀. Ẹ mọ̀ wípé ó gùdù pẹ̀lú lù. Ìlù náà mọ̀ lù bí tó ti wá. Tó bá náwó síyàn lórí, ṣé léré náà náwó, ṣé onílù náà náwó sí lórí ni ẹ̀yin náà náwó sí lórí náà. Ẹ bá wa sọ nǹkan tó ṣẹlẹ̀ gangan láàrin ẹ̀yin àti bọ̀bọ́ yìí. Àwọn èèyàn ń dúró wọ́n fẹ́ gbọ́.
Collect anything up to date. We have a lot of our fans that group with us. Those that grew with us that have been seen in the last 35-40 years. When their children wants to do wedding today and they come to me to say, Omo, that child of that time you helped me do the naming. Would I tell my long-time friend to say, go and bring them 10 million naira? I do free shows to people. While sometimes
àwọn náà ti ṣe fún yín. Bọ̀ǹdú lówó
you
mi.
have to use the right hand to rub the left,
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni.
and everything comes better. So that is how I've been
Okay, somebody said give him sharing.
band.
Má bínú. Somebody said give him credit for what he has said about the sharing formula. Níbo náà ti kọ kíní sharing formula yẹn. Ọ̀tọ̀ nìkan tí Kúnlé sọ. Ọ̀tọ̀ nìkan táwọn sọ. So lórí ìyẹn sharing formula wọn ò kàn mí. Àwọn kọ̀ọ̀kan wà kò kàn mí. Sharing ratio wọn Alhaji láwọn ń gba 60. According to Kúnlé ní pé àwọn nọ́mbà ìtọ́jú. Ó ní lára ìtàn bá fáwọn làwọn máa tún fi ṣe fún instrument. Ó dárúkọ kíní ẹ̀ bó ṣe sọ mi ò rántí mọ́. Wípé kan wà fún instrument. Ṣó ti yé yín? So àárín yẹn èmi ò mọ̀. Then owó wo náà ń share? Ṣé owó tán bá ná fún wọn? Gbogbo owó tán ná tá a máa ń rí tán máa ń dàbò Alhaji yẹn. Ṣé owó yẹn náà ń share? Àbówó 10 million àbí 5 million tán bá kọ́kọ́ sọ bí ṣé owó tán bá kọ́kọ́ sọ náà ń share? Tán fi ń pè wọ́n. Ṣé mọ̀ kó máa kọ́kọ́ sọ bí ká sọ pé for example 50 million 5 million tán máa fi pè wọ́n. Ṣé yẹn náà ń share? Àbówó tán bá ná ní party fún wọn náà ń share? Àbẹ́wò kò yé wa. So ṣé mọ̀ wípé ẹni tó yẹ kó béèrè question kò bá wa béèrè question yẹn là wá ń béèrè. Irú ẹni tó wà ń bẹ̀ tó jókòó tì wọ́n nígbà tá Alhaji sọ pé 60-40 ó yẹ kó béèrè pé Alhaji 60-40 tẹ́ ń sọ yẹn ṣé owó tán fi sanwó lẹ ń ṣe ní 60-40 ni àbí owó tán spray yín lórí stage lẹ ń ṣe ní 60-40 owó booking thank you Ankijide ṣé owó booking ní 60-40 àbí owó tán bá ná lójú agbo ní 60-40 then 60-40 yẹn management expenses ńkọ́ owó hotel tẹ́ ń sùn ńkọ́ owó kinní kan ńkọ́ owó gbá ńkọ́ owó oúnjẹ ńkọ́ báwo lẹ ṣe ń ṣe òun ló fi jẹ́ wípé ẹni tó ṣe first interview ló yẹ kálàjì pé kó wá ṣe interview yẹn kì í ṣe ẹni tí wọ́n lọ gbé fídíò lé lọ́wọ́.
It is a sober, and I have the grace of God to be able to be, someone that is contented.
Okay, it's money sprayed.
For instance, the last Europe tour.
Money sprayed, share.
The last Europe I took my boys. I remember Mike Fashakin. For every time we traveled abroad, we approached embassy. The moment any of the band ran away and we are back to apply for visa at that embassy, they will inquire about those ones that are not.
Somebody has reminded of what Kunle said. Kunle said, Ipadabodi William said, Kunle said the money they get on the stage is shared into 3. Kunle said, a portion for Alhaji, second portion goes to the instrument, and the third goes to the band boys, shared by his manager.
Could you present 15 passports to us? We give all of them visa. Another time, you are coming to apply for visa. You came with new 10 passport, 5 old passport. They now ask, what happened to those 10? Do we want to tell them they ran away? We will tell them they leave the band. Until all document comes together, they now see that they ran away. It's not the first time. You know how many people that run behind Fela? You know how many times people run from Sonia Day and others. Even the band member, this become problem. They will refuse the visa. When they refuse it, because of what? Because of those that ran away. Who bears the burden? I bear the burden. That is when the idea of, okay, anytime from now, would rather be keeping.
Is this invention going to put eye doctors out of business? These self-adjustable glasses are taking the world by storm.
Ẹ má bínú kíní ó máa kó bá mi. Ó máa lọ gba kíní sórí fóònù fún mi. Okay. Ẹ jẹ́ n gbé fóònù yẹn dání, màá lè tètè mọ̀ tó bá fẹ́ ṣe.
One, if you allow somebody to keep his passport, he might have lost it. But if not for that, for every time I traveled abroad, there had never been a time I went there without working visa. Because if you do that, you stand risk. You stand to be deported. Yeah. Oh, yes. You must have work permit. I am a band. I run a large band. I can't sneak in to perform. No, I can't. It's a very big identity on me. We will pay for work permit. In the work permit, taxes has been charged. We will have to.
Gbogbo ẹ̀yin tẹ́ sọ wípé wọ́n address nǹkan accusation Kunle ẹjọ́ ṣé ń bá wa bá lọ àtẹ̀yin tẹ́ sọ pé wọ́n address ẹ̀ ṣé ń bá wa tẹ̀lé àlàyé Alhaji ẹjọ́ ẹ máa bá mi bá àlàyé yẹn lọ kí àríyànjiyàn tún máa wáyé mọ́, and I'm very sure pé ó likely káwọn tán close mọ́ wọn náà àbí káwọn gan máa wo fídíò tá à ń ṣe yìí.
Maybe after the show the promoter would make deduction. Part of the deduction the promoter will make from whatever arrangement we agree upon is to pay tax to government. They will take it. It is entertainment tax, foreign artists. They have their regulation. They have in the application to the American Embassy of British, you must declare how much money you are giving to each entertainer that travels with you as a band member. If we have not been doing that, how would it be possible for them to allow just one man to bring in loads of people into their community? And guess what? When I travel abroad, if I'm staying at the Word of Astoria, that same Word of Astoria is where my band will stay. I'm not the leader that will stay at Word of Astoria, and I'll now be looking for my friends that will have to help me take care
Àyànkúnlé,
of two of my
wọ́n ní hotel Astoria very expensive lẹ máa ń dé sí.
when you do not know about their whereabouts. So, I want to stay at one of Astoria, or I'm staying at the London 18 Park Lane. I'll get an apartment for my boys there too. They will stay with me so that we can be together. We can do this together. We can do that together. You know people. We are human. Somebody can lie to you 1,000. I want to go there and buy something. The two people that ran away this last time in London, what did they say? They said they are going to buy something in the grocery store. That's how they get to escape from the rest of them. But the point is, they left. You can't put chain to their neck and tie them down. The last trip I made to London, we have 2 shows to do. We did one, Manchester, and we left Manchester to do the second one in London. The distance, as we are leaving Nigeria, we moved straight to Manchester. We flew from Nigeria straight to London. We joined, moving.
Somebody said it's the promoter that pays for all band expenses like hotel, transportation, food, and drinks. Alhaji ní Astoria, World Astoria Hotel, làwọn máa ń dé sí. Àwọn dẹ̀ máa ń kó gbogbo àwọn ọmọ àwọn náà sí irú hòtẹ́ẹ̀lì yẹn náà. Ṣọ́wọ́ yẹn ò ti wá pọ̀ jù. Ìnáwó yẹn ṣé kò pọ̀? Ẹ jẹ́ a máa gbọ́ lọ.
To Manchester. We arrived Manchester like about 9 o'clock after 4 hours on the road. Meet you
Ẹ dúró.
on the road.
Èèyàn kan ní I hosted a band long ago. Only him stays in hotel and rent houses for band. Èèyàn kan láwọn ti host wọn rí. A mọ̀ pé àwọn èèyàn tó mọ̀ wọ́n dáadáa tán ti bá wọn ṣe dáadáa ń wo show tá à ń ṣe. Èèyàn kan ní I hosted him the band long ago. Only him stays in hotel and rent houses for the band. Okay, somebody said Ismaila Olumade, also known as Oye, said they are told to US they were lodged in private house. World Astoria, they don't even stay in hotel, they hang around with friends. Is the promoter okay? Wọ́n ní ṣe promoter ní láti gba hotel,
Travel together. We'd get to Manchester straight up. Was at a restaurant that I had to quickly change my clothes to go to the show because show start 10 o'clock and we end 2 o'clock. We finished from there 2 o'clock. They ride the same bus back to London with me too. I was sleeping in the bus. We came to London, and where did I take them? I took them to the hotel. We get to the hotel. Hotel says they only have accommodation for me. They could not give us accommodation. We have just only one show. And I travel with like 17 boys. Or
I'm gonna need the calculator.
18. And they were demanding for 2 in a room, and the room
I'm gonna need the calculator.
£400.
Hey, do I get calculator?
I don't want you to know this.
I'm gonna need calculator. Let me get calculator. You ready,
For me to do £1,400 for 18 people, I'll probably be needing like 9 rooms.
Okay.
What's sense in it? We have to look for somebody who offers us a place, and I paid. The goes in there. Just for us to do the show one night, and the next morning we have split.
Oh, okay. One
flight. This goes on this flight, that goes on that flight. If it is somewhere there is love, if there had never been a mean person among us, we go together like that. We live together. Those two ran away. They are lucky. Good for you. In this day, Nigeria, if anybody wants to japa, let them japa. If you do not cultivate the habit of working seriously in Nigeria, when you get where you are japa into, you will suffer because you must work. I didn't ask anybody not to run away. Go run away. It's your cause. I didn't run away. All this I put together was between the time I decided I don't want to travel again. Between 2018 and
you don't want to travel again. I
established many other businesses. I established my bakery 2017.
You don't want to travel
November,
again.
And when I see the returns, was the proceed I got from the bakery that I used to buy this land. And I can see that I'm growing. And I ask myself, what's the need of me? Any little 3 days off, like this period, is it that I travel to go to Lesser Arch, or I travel to America, or I go to Canada. I will go and sit there, take money, just be spending, enjoying. But at another time, I decided I'm not going. And I'm able to utilize.
Okay, they were fraud accusations.
So, the same money they got, this man standing, Mr. Monsuru Mati, he is the one that, he is the welfare manager who does their sharing. I didn't share money by giving money cash at hand. I share money through the bank.
So evidence what?
Current sharing formula is 40.
They are not talking of current. See, it don't share before boy today.
60 to the band. Out of the 60 of the band, 10 from them, 10 from me again.
Okay, 20.
It's what we used to pay the management. That's where people like him got his own wage.
Okay, so
I end up taking
30.
Now, I believe we are a big band. Maybe one outing could bring something tangible. It is very, very wrong and arrogant nonsense.
Somebody said, is this a monologue? Because the interviewer is not being heard at all. The interviewer was not asking questions. This is where I'm faulting the interview. I mean, the whatever story that people are saying, we pay me go video yen talking logbo. So at John Bonson, I was like, where was he asked questions? Who was asking him questions? You know, what are the questions asked? Umula John Boy.
For anybody to think I will use people like a slave. Who is serving slave here? Am I the one serving slave when I will take you, borrow money to buy tickets for the band?
I like you stop talking about borrowing. That borrowing is irritating. It's normal.
Simplify what I'm getting. Simply because I just want to keep the name of the band going. Do you know how many times I've sold my things to get my band kick up? Do you know
again?
We used to pay musical equipment company at every show. Sometimes 2.5 million per show. Sometimes 4 million naira per show.
Now, Ejeka, hold on. Now he's complaining about sharing formula. Somebody that has already collected 10 million for show into his account. He now said they share the remaining. Honestly, about their sharing and all the rest, Emi Oti really were interested, Lotiti. About his borrowing and not borrowing, me were interested. The accusation of the guy, Timo expects can really sorrow. Lelori, Omula Yigbo, video yen kun be 20 minutes in sin. To ma pari, abi audio thank boy. Any suru. Emi o ma ni be anybody rojo. Ish. Oh, easy.
All these things, I've gotten it in the past. When I had my surgery 2010, a lot of people shower gift on me.
Shower gifts on me. Ìdí tá fi correct wọn, a máa débẹ̀. Ìdí tá fi correct English wọn, a máa tó débẹ̀.
They shower me with gift that, in the end, what do I use this money for? If I'm so selfish, I'll probably use the money for myself. I didn't do that. What did I do? I go to where they're selling musical equipment. I put money on equipment. I bought excessive of equipment to bring down to Nigeria. I got to Nigeria, buy moving vehicle, buy generator, brand new, put it on a moving vehicle, brand new. I set my band so that I will not continue being paying heavy money daily basis to equipment letting company. If I have police, it is from this that I will pay it, not from their money.
Because you know, if I have a brother, we still have
my own money, because they are my personal
that's right now.
staff. The one that concerns the band, first and foremost, the band will take 60%.
And people here, if you be like John,
for the management, I got 40. I take 10 for the management, makes 20. In my band, it's a standing order. In my band, even those that are dead long time ago, we still pay them. Those that died in service, I have record for it.
Wow, that's
I have
good.
their name, I have their bank account. Their family still goes to collect whatever money we give to them.
That's
if
a
we are
good
traveling
one. That's
abroad,
a good
like
one.
Travel last 17
I love that.
18 member. Those other ones that did not go, we pay them. In Nigeria. It's a standing order. And I didn't take my band abroad, make money abroad and pay them naira value here. I pay them the way we earn it. So who is enslaving who? I am the one that was enslaving. But how did I get to sort myself out? I sort myself out because of what I've been used to. I always have somewhere to run back to. Either to borrow or to do whatever.
Alhaji ẹ fi borrow lẹ̀. Ẹ̀tọ́ yín ni kẹ́ borrow, iṣẹ́ yín lẹ̀ ń ṣe jèrè. Wo ni borrow orin borrow lẹ́mẹ̀wá gan.
To make that work for me, I've been able to use that.
Phone yóò charge ṣá.
When I was to establish my bakery 2017, the style I introduced to my bread making, I wanted to have more customers.
Alhaji ẹ fi borrow ten tẹnu mọ́ sílẹ̀
jèrè. It's so expensive because of what we use in producing my bread. I don't do.
Where's the evidence?
Production. My bread stands out. I call my band member. I tell them I want to start making bread.
Only if Wale, hold on. Somebody said, until if only Wale Bouncer can call in. Okay, he will not. Okay. If he wants to call in, the number is pinned. And to ba fẹ́ call in, call in. But ẹ jẹ́ ká gbọ́ kíní yẹn, so I will give people opportunity to call in. Ẹ jẹ́ ká gbọ́ tán.
Have somebody you put there. If you want to tell me, you two can be collecting bread. I was looking for a large patronage, and everybody will be making money. Some tell me, okay, they'll be thinking about it. Some tell me, let me go and arrange. I'll come back to you.
Thank you, Abiola.
Nobody comes, and I'm doing my business. It is mine.
No, only borrow wo. Ẹ má sọ bẹ́ẹ̀ o. You might have borrowed money at a point too. Kò sẹ́ni business person tó borrow
money to buy when I was sick. I bought to Nigeria. I was supposed to be collecting money on it. But I donated to the cost of the band.
To your business.
So
Alhaji. To your business.
When we have problem. When people forget about wear and tear. When the instrument will have problem, engineer will say, sir, we have problem about 4 speakers is down. We need to recone. We need to rebuild. 1 engine, 1 sleeve, 2 sleeve is 40.
It's part of expenses, maintenance expenses.
They will tell the engineer, if you didn't mention it before we share our money.
Okay. I like how they okay. Please.
Those one will not talk. This is the equipment I'm not charging anything on. So instead of they letting that one say, sir, we have problem of the engine, maybe 250,000, take it, go and repair it. That's our tools. They will not. When they share the money, they took their own part, they leave. That one will not come to me 2 days or 3 days to the next.
That is the job of your manager now.
Some of our speakers, some of our cables. And I said, before we share money, why can't you talk? And I said, I forgot. When I got home, my mother was sick. I had to go and take care of my mother. So when it got to a point, I now said, okay, you know what? Don't worry. Leave my equipment. Go and be renting.
Shemon Kotalaji is something. He's saying we pay equipment. Táwọn bá lọ ṣeré, táwọn ti pín owó fún àwọn people yẹn tó ti lọ. Wọ́n wá discover pé irinṣẹ́ ò ṣiṣẹ́. Wọ́n tún wá fẹ́ wá gba owó lọ́wọ́ àwọn. Àwọn wá bínú lórí ìyẹn. Ṣé àwọn tí wọ́n bá yín ṣiṣẹ́ náà máa wò bóyá are you not supposed to have a manager tó máa mójútó gbogbo nǹkan bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn? Àwọn yẹn kò kàn wọ́n. Ó dàbí Dangote tó gba àwọn èèyàn síbi iṣẹ́ ni. Tó ń rọ̀nù machine. Kí Dangote wá put problem yẹn lórí àwọn staff tó kàn wọlé tó ń jáde. Dangote has a manager. Ó ní orúkọ tó máa ń perú àwọn managers bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn, maintenance manager. Tó máa wo gbogbo instrument, equipment tó yẹ pé gbọ́dọ̀ wà okay. Iṣẹ́ yẹn ọ̀tọ̀ ni. Ṣẹ́yìn náà ò fẹ́ náwó ni ló fi jẹ́ àwọn band boys náà máa mọ̀ tí machine bá bàjẹ́. Àbí drum tó máa dáwó facility manager á máa dá fún yín kẹ́. Ẹ gbà mí.
how you will not pay the equipment company, I want to see. So if we have show, the equipment company will collect money. So what we have is what we will share. What we have is what we will share. So you could not maintain the one you have free of charge. I am not charging money for moving vehicle. I'm not charging money on the generator.
It's part of your expenses, Alaji.
I'm not charging money on the equipment. I'm not charging money on storage.
I want to do storage ni.
Fueling and everything. I'm not charging money.
Alaji.
The equipment will be set at the venue. You finish performance. All you are after is that money. Upon the one you will steal. They'll steal money on stage. If you see them the way they don't even have method of putting gum on their shoe to step on. All this mago way of life. But what do you expect where you have large people, over 27, 28 people. Close the anger on.
Mori video kan. Ṣé mo rántí share video yẹn sórí bí tí ma ti rí lò.
I've been able to do many other businesses that gives me return, and I feel like okay. Saying okay doesn't mean everything is okay. It's just that it's been part of me. Ayokunle that is complaining that they withheld his passport. Let me tell you his story. He ran away from the band in England.
Run away, you know, ni wahala.
He ran away from the band with his passport, together with him and another 2 members of
band
the band.
Boys.
And we came back to Nigeria. That was in the 90s.
5 minutes, fellas. 5 minutes.
Advert in you. Well, I did. Thank you, Ajiu.
He ran away in England. After he ran away, he took his passport along. Information reaching us later time says, in the course of him overstaying, he now gave the passport. He was in London. He now gave the passport to somebody to come and present the passport at the embassy. That time, they are not putting picture at the back of visa. So they took the passport somewhere, they changed the head, put another person's head. For one thing or the other, that one take the passport to the embassy. British High Commission detected that the interview they gave to that one does not tally with the visas, a lot of visas in the passport. They will tell the passport to say, call the owner of the passport to come and take the passport. Ayokunle's passport is at the British High Commission. This is a man I got the passport for. I'm the one that got the passport for him. He cannot write and read.
Any suru, mo fẹ́ bèrè question bí. Wọ́n ní passport Ayokunle. Thank you, Tunde. Wọ́n ní passport Ayokunle wà ní British Embassy. Year wo ni passport yẹn dé British Embassy tí wọ́n dì mú? Because lẹ́yìn tó lọ, tó ti kọ́kọ́ sá lọ in the 90s, àbígbà wo lẹ sọ, ó ti padà wá. So passport wo ló wà ní British Embassy? Year wo ni passport yẹn ní British Embassy gba passport yẹn sílẹ̀? Those are the questions. Ẹni tó jẹ́ k'Alhaji sọ̀rọ̀ yóò ṣiṣẹ́ tó dáa. There are a lot of questions tó yẹ ní láti béèrè. Now, àti débi wípé Ayokunle ò gbóyìnbó.
Ayokunle cannot write or read. I did everything for them. Okay. I am not the one that collected your passport.
Alhaji, ìsọ̀rọ̀ ní gbèsì. Bọ̀bọ́ yìí ti jáde ńsìn. Ó fún yín ní èsì. Any illiterate ní Ayokunle kò lè read and write. That is an abuse. Nílùú òyìnbó tá la wà ńbí, gbogbo ará ìlú òyìnbó kọ́ ló gbóyìnbó. À ń rí wọn now. Àwọn Spanish yẹn wá sọ fún yín wá láwọn ò gbóyìnbó. Kì í ṣe Spanish gan nìkan. I've met people from Italy, people from all over the world. Tẹ́ bá ń bá wọn sọ̀rọ̀, they will tell you àwọn kan láwọn ò gbóyìnbó, funfun dẹ̀ ni wọ́n. He cannot read and write. When you take back, you know he can't read and write. So it's your duty láti ṣe àwọn nǹkan kan ẹ̀yin náà lè gbọ́dọ̀ gba passport fún ẹ̀yin lè fẹ́ kó wọn travel. He cannot read and write. So èèyàn kan pè sórí show mi ní last time. Wọ́n ní wípé you are the one that has been doing their passport, Alhaji. A huge accusation is on your head. Ipe orúkọ olórúkọ lẹ fi ń ṣe passport fáwọn people yìí ní ayé ìgbà kan. That is a fraud tó yẹ kán investigate yín of. Ṣé lóòótọ́ ni? Tẹ́ bá náà gba passport wo náà gbà lẹ̀? Yíyá wo náà gba passport yẹn lẹ̀? Ìgbà wo lẹ̀yin náà dẹ̀ bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ń sọ òyìnbó? Ẹ̀yin náà gbóyìnbó tẹ́lẹ̀ Alhaji. Kò yẹ kẹ́ lọ sí angle yẹn rárá pé kò gbọ́ òyìnbó pé literate ni. You are not supposed to go to that angle. Gbogbo ọ̀rọ̀ tẹ́ ń sọ, èébú lẹ kàn direct sí bọ̀bọ́ yẹn látẹ̀ǹkan. Tí ìṣàlàyé a lot of things tí bọ̀bọ́ yẹn gbé síta pé ẹ ṣe báyìí, ẹ ṣe báyìí, ṣe báyìí, ṣe báyìí. Now ìsìn ẹni kò gbóyìnbó, wọ́n gba passport ẹ̀ lẹ̀, ó ṣe kinní kan, ó ṣe kinní kan. Bọ̀bọ́ yẹn fẹ́ bo àárín yẹn, ẹ má ti bọ̀bọ́ yẹn síta. Though ẹ̀yin lè má fẹ́ travel mọ́ bẹ́ ṣe wà yìí, ìtorí a mọ̀ pé irú America ń sin ẹ̀ lè wá sí America. Òun lè fi sọ wípé ẹ ti stop àti travel ńgbà kan, kì í ṣe pé stop. America tẹ́ like àti máa wá, ẹ lè wá America mọ́, èmi ti sọ yẹn ti pẹ́. Of recent ní last year, was it last year? Wọ́n ṣe flyer pẹ́ ń bọ̀ l'America. Mo ṣe show ńgbà yẹn, mo ní Alhaji ò lè wá America. Ẹni issue ń bí. Kí ló ṣẹlẹ̀? Ẹ cancel show yẹn. Ọ̀rọ̀ yẹn di yam pepper scatter. So the real question should be wípé Ayimade bẹ́ẹ̀ ní sùúrù, Ayimade gbogbo ibi tẹ́ ń sọ yẹn. Ṣé bọ̀bọ́ yìí, ṣé ọ̀rọ̀ ìwé kíkà náà béèrè lọ́wọ́ yín àbí gbogbo ẹ báyàwó sùn, ẹ gbaṣọ tán ti sweat sí, ẹni kan lọ bá babaláwo, ẹ ń gbá wọn létí, ẹ gba passport mẹ́ta, gbogbo nǹkan bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn. Òyìnbó tí yín gan ta bá ní ká gbé ká máa bá yín wé mi ìfẹ́ kó dàbí pé I'm coming for you. Òyìnbó tí yín go dùn létí, ẹ try náà níwọ̀nba. Bo òyìnbó yín kọ́ ẹ go ibi tó yẹ ká lo go zilẹ̀ ń lò lẹ́ẹ̀mẹ́wàá. Ẹ fẹ́ pé shower ń sin ẹni ṣúwà àbí kí lẹ pé. Ẹ má fòyìnbó bú anybody. Grammar is not our language. Ṣọ́pọlọ ẹ pé àbí ọpọlọ ẹ ò pé. Ṣó ní ọpọlọ àbí kò lọ́pọlọ. Because nígbà tẹ́ bá ń sọ̀rọ̀ báyìí, legacy wo lẹ ń fi sáwọn younger ones, lẹ ń fún àwọn younger ones. Ṣé ẹ ń sọ fún àwọn younger ones pé tán bá ti gbọ́ Yorùbá, ẹ fi eléyìí wọ́n fi máa reduce self esteem yàn. Kódà ṣé òyìnbó tẹ́ ń sọ nígbà sí ọjọ́ sí tá ń sọ pé MC Olúọmọ ògbóyìnbó, ẹ má tí pè mí Ayọ̀wà lẹ́nu show. Àwọn èèyàn ní kò dà bẹ́ẹ̀ ká má sọ bẹ́ẹ̀. Àìlọ àìgbóyìnbó MC Olúọmọ ó débi tó máa dé, àwọn ọmọ ẹ̀dẹ́ débi tó máa dé now. Nígbà tẹ́yìn bá ń fòyìnbó búyàn, àwọn younger ones wá ń kọ́. Èdè Yorùbá ni èdè tiwa, àwa là ń ṣe èdè tiwa nu. Àìmọye ìlú tán fèdè wọn ṣeré. Germany ò fèdè wọn ṣeré. English is secondary. Russia ò fèdè wọn ṣeré. English is secondary. So kí wá lè wo wá lóyìnbó sọnù.
Run away with the passport. So how come you that run away with the passport, your passport will with me? It can't be with me. There is another one. This man Olumade, I was reading his interview too. That one says in America, the mother of bought them tickets to return back. If they don't have their passport, how possible to return? Because that one said in the interview, he said I left all of them in America to go to my ex-wife in London. Yes, they have their passport. Is it possible for me to leave them there and carry their passport along with me to London? It's impossible. Immigration or custom will ask me, what are you doing with? They have their passport. If they don't have their passport, they won't be able to.
Alhaji, ẹ má fi nu wa mọ́ jẹ. Definitely at the point of security, you have to hand everybody their passport to hold by themselves. Then you call them akodani. Tẹ́ wá sọ pé tẹ́ bá dé immigration wọ́n á béèrè passport tẹ́ kó dání lọ́wọ́ yín pẹ̀lú kó pass. You cannot hold their passport at the point of point of entry. You cannot. No matter who they are, máa pinlé wọn lọ́wọ́ ni. The only people tell you kó passport wọn dání làwọn ọmọ yín. Àwọn ọmọ yín tán bá dẹ̀ jẹ́ minor ni. Tán bá ti jágbàlagbà, they will tell you give them their passports. Àgbàlagbà ni wọ́n. Tó bá ti jẹ́ 18 above, you will hand over their passport to them and they will face immigration by themselves. So àwọn yẹn á béèrè question. Alhaji ẹ má fi nu wa mọ́ jẹ. They are not minors. You have to give them their passport at the point of entry or point of departure. That is how it works. Everybody call the Osheshema travel, Elomiti travel àìmọye ìgbà. So they know how this thing works. They are adults. You hand over their passport to them. Even if they are your workers, they will face immigration by themselves. Immigration will ask them questions to see if the question will collaborate with what you have told them.
They left. When I get to Nigeria, because their problem, when I see their problem too much, I said, you know what? Enough is enough. That's when I disbanded. I disbanded and I regrouped again to have another new band. After them, another set of people have run away. It's a common... Let me give thanks to God Almighty. What about Shina Peters that his own band, the whole of the band ran away? Or haven't you heard that before? They run away. Shina did not die. But from whatever any action of that, they always set the band leader.
Is your life affected by type 2 diabetes?
Talon beef. Beefing who? Who is beefing who?
Behind. They send him back. That's wrong. You want God to answer your prayer, you cut another person's life short, and you think God will allow you go scot-free. But if you go to ask the band member, you will see somebody that will tell you he's been with the band for 15 years and he has built 2 houses. You will tell this one. Of recent, we were on stage. I think it was the last party deputy governor of Ogun had that White Stone ago. That one came to me and said, sir, I have a problem. I said, what? He says, one of the homeless says, his house at Ibadan was marked for demolition by, off record, Governor Seyi Makinde. And I said, what did you do? He said, not only him, about 500 people in that area, they want to demolish their house. And I said, come.
Video fair, talk 15 minutes.
Seyi Makinde will not be the one that deliberately want to demolish you people's house. Maybe you people contravene the law, the land was sold to you that is wrong, or blah, blah, blah. I said, I cannot go to Seyi Makinde to tell Governor Seyi Makinde, sir, one of my boys built a house there. Please, kindly leave him. Would he leave you out of over 500 like you said? I said, but I can tell you one thing. Like,
it's better to put a call to Alhaji than being one-sided. Ẹni tó fún Alhaji ní 1.5 hours láti sọ̀rọ̀. Kí ló dé tí Alhaji ò ṣàlàyé gbogbo question tán bí wọ́n nínú ibẹ̀. Gbogbo accusation, allegations tí kí lorúkọ ẹ̀ ń jẹ́ tó put out. Kí ló kù tán tún fẹ́ ṣe fún wọn? Ó ń jáde. Ó fẹ́ gba sweater. Wọ́n á lè tètè mọ̀ pé mo yá sweater ọmọ mi lòun fẹ́ gba sweater òun. Ìwọ náà ló bọ́ tó ní kí n wọ̀ ó yẹ ọkọ mi gbà. Twin sister mi lòun fẹ́ gba sweater òun. Ṣé òun jáde ni? Oní class. Okay. Video wo la kí ni bọ́lá? 1 hour náà fún wọn yìí náà. Ṣé 1 hour tán fún wọn kò tó láti ṣàlàyé?
As usual.
Interview Kúnlé ta gbọ́ gbogbo point ẹ̀ la pick out. Tí wọn ò ṣe pick out.
To others, I said, whatever you think you can salvage in your house, go and salvage it. Go and look for a land that you know is genuine. Come to me. I'll give you money, you buy the land. And whatever the band can also deduct for you, they deduct for you. If it will set you back to, have to rebuild your house again, that's the best I can do. That's what I said on stage. I said, that's the best I can do. But for me to go to Seyi Makinde, the pain and the time it will take me to want to be telling His Excellency Seyi Makinde to spare your house, I don't know how I'm going to do that. I said, but instead of doing that, don't worry. That's one, I promise you, I'll do for you. Or the one that will tell me he wants to do the window of his house, or he wants to do a washo, that he wants to do decking. In my own little way, I will try as a leader. But that particular Ayokunle, it's not new to me. Ayokunle used to every woman in marriage, I don't want to offend women with this I want to say. And what do you say to a woman who says, for over 25 years I've been with my husband has never done anything tangible to better my life?
Òun ló mọ nǹkan tó rí tó bá sọ bẹ́ẹ̀. Tí obìnrin bá sọ pé 25 years tóun lò pẹ̀lú ọkùnrin, òun ò rí nǹkan tó ṣe fóun, ó possible. Obìnrin yẹn ló rí nǹkan. Àbí pọ́kùnrin fi owó oúnjẹ sílẹ̀ nínú ilé, ẹ̀tọ́ ẹ̀ nìyẹn. Ṣówó oúnjẹ tó fi sílẹ̀ nínú ilé, ṣé kò jẹ́nu oúnjẹ yẹn? Tó bá ń sanwó school àwọn ọmọ, ẹ̀tọ́ ẹ̀ nìyẹn. Ṣó wá ṣe nǹkan fún ìyàwó nìyẹn? Tí obìnrin bá bọ́ta pé 25 years stand still ayé òun wà, tó stand still ayé ẹ̀fọ́kọ, tó bá wá bọ́ta pé 25 years o, nǹkan tóun fi ṣe, òun ò rí nǹkan mú bọ̀gbà tóun kúrò láyé òun ṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀ bẹ́tà, òun ló mọ nǹkan tó rí. Owó possible Alhaji.
Third and fourth. People now saying, that man is a bad man. He's a bad man. You stay put in a relationship that spans 25 years and put to bed 4 children and the man is not good.
Fault obìnrin yẹn nìyẹn náà lóòótọ́.
Mothers can do that.
Fault ẹ̀ ni.
Let the man give her a cup of water. He will come back to you and say, we'll finish it.
Alhaji, ṣé ká wá béèrè question tó jẹ́ wípé ìdí tó fi jẹ́ wípé bẹ́ ṣe dá tó lọ́kùnrin, tẹ́ dúró lọ́kùnrin, tẹ́ fine lọ́kùnrin, mi fẹ́ wo comments torí àwọn follower yín. Bẹ́ ṣe dúró lọ́kùnrin tó, tá bá máa kà ní méní méjì, Síkírù, Síkírà, Kausara, Wendy, Alpha Omega, betí ẹ bá jálé, ẹ jẹ́ má bá mi rántí orúkọ wọn. Ẹ má bá rántí orúkọ àwọn ìyàwó wa. Fatia, aya mi Fatia, alálùbáríkà, aya mi Fatia. Torí ẹ̀dọ́gbọ́n ju òkòlù àwa obìnrin sìn. Ẹ jẹ́ ká take it back, ká dá padà fún yín pé kí ló dé bẹ́ ṣe dá tó lọ́kùnrin. Bẹ́ ṣe lẹ́ nice tó lọ́kùnrin, tẹ́ nice sáwọn workers yín. Tó fi jápá wọn workers yín, wọn kò yẹ kọ́. Nana Awawu, ẹ jẹ́ má bá mi dárúkọ wọn. Làbákẹ́, Kausara, Emmanuela, Wendy. Ẹ má bá ń dárúkọ gbogbo àwọn ìyàwó wọn o. Síkírù, Síkírà, Nana Awawu. Ẹ jẹ́ má bá ń dárúkọ wọn. Jẹ́mílà. X mà ní gbogbo wọn lénìí. X mà ní gbogbo àwọn tá ń sọ yìí. Kí ló dé tí gbogbo wọn become X? Torí ẹ mú òkò ẹ jùlù obìnrin tó jókòó tì torí ọmọ. Àìmọye obìnrin ló fẹ́ kúrò lábẹ́ ọkọ ńgbà tọ́kọ ò bá gbádùn. Ṣùgbọ́n situation Nàìjíríà, ṣẹ́yìn róbìnrin kan nílùú òyìnbó kó jẹ̀yà pẹ̀lọ́kùnrin kan ni. Tó bá ti di pọ́kùnrin yẹn ò dùn òun nú kò pẹ́. Because ó níṣẹ́. A lọ gbalé, a gba benefits. Ibi tó bá ti ń fún wọn benefits, a dẹ̀ máa gbégbé ayé aláfíà pẹ̀lú àwọn ọmọ ẹ̀. Ṣé rí Nàìjíríà lóbìnrin tí ń takú tọkùnrin o. Obìnrin tí ò bá níṣẹ́ lọ́wọ́ ó di dandan kó jẹ̀yà o. Obìnrin tí ò bá níṣẹ́ gidi lọ́wọ́ ó di dandan kó jókòó sábẹ́ ọkùnrin tó ń fìyà jẹ o. Á dẹ̀ máa sunkún lójoojúmọ́ kò dẹ̀ ní kúrò. Ṣùgbọ́n bóyá kí wá ló dáfá fún ọkùnrin tó dúró lọ́mọkùnrin tó tún sọ pé nǹkan tó gbé sábẹ́ gan pàápàá wọ́n ní oyin ni. Kí wá ló dáfá fúnrú ọkùnrin bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn tí ò gbéyàwó kan sílé. Bó jẹ́ méjì ló fẹ́ pọ̀, bó jẹ́ mẹ́ta ni ká mọ̀ pé ìyá bàbá wà o, ẹ̀gbọ́n wà o, ìyàwó mẹ́ta náà ní nínú ilé o. Bí aṣọ màlẹ́sà àwọn obìnrin di, ẹ bá mélé ilé nì. Ẹ kọrin fún orí wá wú. Ẹ lùlù Wendy, yé wá ǹdé o. Ẹ fún mi ní ti Wendy, yé wá ǹdé o, yé wá ǹdé o. Làbákẹ́ Kausara, betí ẹ bá ń jánlé, má rolẹ̀ o. Ọkọ ló ń perí aya o. Mi ò pé kó kú, mi ò pé kó run o. Àní kó gun lẹ́mi, mo fẹ́ kó gun lẹ́mi, àbí mo lé mo lọ́ni tẹ́kọ̀ dá. Làbákẹ́ Kausara mi aya ní fowó ṣe. Ìyẹn má wà ń bẹ̀. Lẹ́yìn ìyẹn lẹ́kọ́, ta lẹ tún kọrin fún? Alpha Omega, ẹ kọrin fún yẹn náà o. Mo lè má rántí orin ibi ṣe sọ̀rọ̀ ń sìn mọ́. Ẹ má pọ̀ tẹ́ kọrin fún. Èèyàn kan gbà tí ìfẹ́ yẹn mú yín. Ìfẹ́ yìí mú yín. Bíi pé ẹ lè fẹ́ yàwó mi mọ̀. Ẹ máa kọrin. I can't just stop thinking about you, my love. Bó jẹ́ lásán, bó jẹ́ lálẹ́, bó ṣe lówùúrọ̀ o. I can't just stop thinking about you, my love. Lẹ́yìn tẹ́kọ̀ I can't just stop tínú yẹn torí yẹn ìfẹ́ yẹn tún mú yín gan. Ẹ̀yin yẹn lẹ tún fún wa ní ti French yẹn. Lómo sẹ́, lóbo sótó ti nínú àìsàn náà mi, èdè máa ṣe rẹ̀, èdè kò dùn àmàdàdẹ́. Mẹ̀sẹ̀rẹ̀rẹ̀ lẹ́tún mú ti French lẹ́tún fi kọrin níbi tí ìfẹ́ yẹn mú yín. Ẹ máa pàpà ju ẹnìyẹn rí Aláàjì. Àbà kò dùn lẹ́nu yín. Ẹ pàpà lẹ́yìn tẹ́ kọ adúrú orin. Ṣé èèyàn gbọ́dọ̀ ọkùnrin kan gbọ́dọ̀ kọ I can't just stop kóbìnrin yẹn má lost sínú relationship yẹn. Kó má fi gbogbo ayé ẹ̀ sínú relationship. Ńgbà ìjọ ẹni ẹlẹ́ni ilẹ̀ ṣe ló gbẹ bí ẹni tán fún. Bí ìgbà tán bá mú aṣọ tán fún pa. Bẹ́ẹ̀ lobìnrin yẹn ṣe bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ń gbẹ. Ó ṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀ ń gẹ̀tì ayé ẹ̀ padà ni. Ẹ̀yin tẹ́ kọ aya mi Fàtíà lójú agbo. Bọ́ọ̀nù ẹ̀ṣẹ̀ tó ló ṣe máa gbé sí yín lẹ́nu. Aya mi Fàtíà alálùbáríkà. Láma fáńkáchìfù nù yín. Ẹ máa pàpà jálẹ̀ Aláàjì. Kò dùn lẹ́nu yín. Ọ̀rọ̀ márèjì ò dùn lẹ́nu yín. Ẹ má sọ̀rọ̀ márèjì. Bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣe lẹ́ẹ̀dá tó lọ́lọ́kùnrin. Kí ló dé táwọn obìnrin ò jókòó tì yín? Kí ló dé táwọn obìnrin ò jókòó tì yín? Ẹ̀yin wá mú ọ̀rọ̀ márèjì. Ẹ fẹ́ ṣàpèjúwe bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣe máa treat àwọn èèyàn nípa àwọn obìnrin tó bá ní Nàìjíríà lóbìnrin tí ń jókòó ti ọkùnrin bẹ́ẹ̀ ìtorí wípé ókè obìnrin tó ti bímọ 4 níbo lẹ fẹ́ kó lọ. Ta ló tún fẹ́ obìnrin tó bímọ 4 níbo ni kó lọ tí ò bá jókòó síbẹ̀? Ṣé bó bá jáde ẹ máa fẹ́ àbí kó jáde tán káwọn boys yín máa kọ́kọ́ máa kẹ́pọ̀n bò àtàwọn tó ń tẹ̀lé yín kọ́ máa kẹ́pọ̀n bò wọ́n? Ìyẹn lẹ fẹ́? Ẹni pé ó jókòó sí ilé ọkọ tí ò treat ẹ̀ nice olóhùn ògé ní nǹkankan. Ṣé ni ò bá kọ́ ọmọ kó kọ́ ọmọ jáde kó máa kọ́ ọmọ bọ̀ ńlé yín ẹ máa bá wọn tọ́mọ àbẹ́fẹ́ bá sanwó school. Nàìjíríà nìyẹn ti ń wáyé níbí yìí bọ́kùnrin bá ṣe tó bá ṣe bí ò bá ṣe normal kò ń pa àwọn obìnrin. So analysis tẹ́ fi gbéra wọn yẹn ó yẹ ká béèrè lọ́wọ́ yín pé kí ló dé tó jẹ́ pé bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣe dá tó obìnrin ò jókòó sínú ilé yín. Ọlọ́run ló mọ tún tẹ́ fi ń pa àwọn tẹ́ fi ń fa àwọn. Nígbà ẹ máa sọ̀rọ̀ kan sìn ẹni my ex in UK. Ní lady yẹn bá gbọ́ pé òun ní ex níbi tó bá wà báwo nínú ẹ̀ ṣe fẹ́ dùn? Ẹni my ex in UK ẹni tó ti bímọ fún yín. Ẹni my ex tó bá tiẹ̀ le jù kò yẹ kẹ́ tiẹ̀ sọ̀rọ̀ ẹni yẹn. Kò yẹ kẹ́ gbọ́rọ̀ ẹni yẹn sínú ọ̀rọ̀ yín. Ẹ dọ́gbọ́n mọ bó ṣe ń rọ́bìṣì yàn. Ẹni my ex in UK. Your ex in UK ṣó bímọ fún yín àbí kò bímọ fún yín? Kí ló bá ọ̀rọ̀ ex yín sínú situation story tán bí yín? Kí ló bá ọ̀rọ̀ ex débi wípé ẹdún ọmọọṣẹ́ yín? Kí ló bá ex débi wípé ọmọọṣẹ́ yín ó ní wípé ẹ gbaṣọ lára òun ẹ gbaṣọ táwọn ń wọ̀? Kí ló bá ọ̀rọ̀ ex ẹni ẹlẹ́ni tó jókòó jẹ́jẹ́ ẹ tún lọ sọ kò bá tí ó ti gba kádàrá tó ti gba kámú pé ẹ fẹ́ wù òun bímọ o kò yẹ ẹ̀dẹ̀ fẹ́ wù mọ́ o òun dẹ̀ ti gba kádàrá o. Kí ló kan ẹni ẹlẹ́ni tẹ lọ jókòó bá níbi tó jókòó sí jẹ́jẹ́? Kí ló kàn? Kí ló kàn ẹni yẹn ṣe bí ó bímọ fún yín? Kí ló kàn ẹni ẹlẹ́ni? Àti bọ̀dọ̀ gbé ọ̀rọ̀ lọ sí ọ̀dọ̀ ẹ̀ àbóhun ló ní kẹ́yìn àti Àyànkúnlé jà ni. Aláàjì ẹ bá má sọ̀rọ̀ márèèjì kò tọ́ sí yín lẹ́nu ẹ má bínú sà ẹ̀gbọ́n lẹ jẹ́ ẹ má bínú kò yẹ kò tọ́ sí yín lẹ́nu. Má kánsẹ́lì márèèjì ò tọ́ sí yín lẹ́nu. Àwọn kọ̀ọ̀kan wà ọ̀rọ̀ kánsẹ́lì márèèjì ò tọ́ sí wọn lẹ́nu. Ẹ̀yin bá ṣàtàrí bẹ́ ṣe ń ṣobìnrin àbí tẹ́ àrí Fàtíà tó bímọ 3 fún yín bẹ́ ṣe kọrin tó fún aya mi Fàtíà alálùbáríkà ojú gbogbo ayé Aláàjì náà sọ fún yín pé kẹ́ fa wúmà yẹn mọ́ra fàyàwó ẹ̀ mọ́ra yọ ọmọ ẹni kò síbi tó ń lọ bẹ́ ṣe ṣe ń jọ́nà ní tẹ́ mójú yẹn tẹ́ ṣe kókókó. Mo rí fídíò yín kan bí tẹ́ ti ṣojú kókókókó mò ń wá fídíò yẹn tí n bá ṣe tán ẹ jẹ́ n wò bóyá mo share fídíò yẹn sórí kinní yìí. Ṣé lẹ mú ojú àfi bíi pé kẹ́ mú Fàtíà kẹ́ tì í dànù ńjọ́ yẹn. Ẹ ti ẹ̀rọ tàwọn ọmọ ẹ̀rọ wípé àwọn èèyàn kan rìkọ́ọ̀dù yín ẹ̀rọ wípé ó máa dórí social media ẹ̀rọ wípé wúmà yẹn kò sí bó ṣe jẹ́ ìyá ọmọ yín ni ṣe lẹ ṣojú kòkòkò tẹ bínú ńjọ́ náà. Tọ́ni àdínkùn ẹmú Wàsíù dínkùn ẹmú ìyàwó ẹ̀ ni kò síbi tó ń lọ ó ṣàti bímọ fún ẹ mo ní ẹ gbà mí ṣọ́ wá ń bẹ Wàsíù kó fẹ́ wúmà yín padà ni. ìyàwó yín kan ló wà lórí social media tó ń pariwo yín látọjọ́ yìí. Ẹ bá ń fìyẹn lẹ̀ o, ẹ má jò comfort mi o, ó ti bú mi dáadáa rí o, ó ní mò ń jealousy òun, ẹ fi ilẹ̀ o.
That is drama. They are like our wife.
Ṣé ń gbọ́ṣẹ́?
They complain when things doesn't go their way. They will shut mouth when it goes their way. I don't see it as a problem. But where did I see problem? I see problem from people that even encourage them to talk. Few days ago.
Alhaji láwa blogger ló ní wàhálà. Ṣé ń gbọ́ṣẹ́? Wọ́n láwọn ò blame Àyànkúnlé bí ó ṣàwá tá à ń fi platform lẹ́ẹ̀kan máa fi sọ̀rọ̀. Ṣé ni àwọn èèyàn bá gbé, ṣé làwọn èèyàn bá máa jẹ̀yà kan má lè sọ̀rọ̀ síta. Social media is come to stay. Àjọ máa fi straighten orí gbogbo ara wa ni. Ẹ yé máa treat àwọn èèyàn. Gbogbo question tán bí yín, ẹ tí ì bá wa dákun kankan. À ń gbọ́ yín sà.
Somebody called me.
Ẹ jẹ́ n bóyá mo ní fídíò yẹn bí.
And told me, some people called him and says,
ó máa dùn mí tí n bá rí fídíò yẹn o.
I was told you have one encounter with Kwamwan. If you can tell us, we'll pay you money. That one I said, how do you mean? He says, we were told you at the time you had one problem with Kwamwan. We are journalists. Come, we'll give you money. Come and tell us story. So all that is bad in our society. Is ungodly.
At
all costs. Somebody God has made, you want to run the person down. You can't. That is no way. That is what social media turned us to. To those of you that are doing serious and genuine journalism, that practice it, you know the ethics of the job. To those of you that chooses to be disciplined, to yourself, and out of that you have a kind of, act of discipline on you to the public. You have your way of going about it. Fine. To those of you that feel like, oh yeah, we are Lord, fine. But one thing that I know is
adverts.